Rolling the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, rolling the wrist, I never switch.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first and 10, Stafford. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt, an 80-yard touchdown. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
No, Daddy, don't. I'm sitting there lying on her.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking a big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Running it here with Peyton. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Set. 250.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, 84 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, in 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ready? Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 to alert. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double time. Double time. 3 down. 3 down. Check 43.
24 down. He's coming. Down, go.
Here's Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And the Texans, first down.
We're set. 19. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Lions' 18-yard line.
We're set. 19. 22. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead will shrink to 6. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First down, Texans.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Watson. Flush to his right. And the catch made by Hopkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This is it. 19. It's 24. That's got to be a long.
Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Now for the point after. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Texans 27, Lions 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's get off the field,
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
Set. Lady.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. Escape under pressure again, and down he goes again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 40.
From the 50, it's Stafford. He finds Taylor, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
We go set. Blue 60. And we heavy on the edges. High 70. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Throwing on second down. Stafford. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
Check safety, check safety.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All day. I'm coming after you. Stay 50, stay 50.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Watson, off play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
The first down carry here for Johnson. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Reset. 19. Double dog. That's the way.
Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devon Kennard gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, they'll find Taylor. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
That's it, baby.
Complete to number 89. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
You gonna tell you alert? You got tight right there.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Check the 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard
59.
line.
Safe.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Stafford now to throw. He completes it to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now it's Hunt. And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 12, Watson, he'll get this to Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Texans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Reset. 19. Good trap. Good trap.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete. Stills. And he goes out right around the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end. Maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Reset. 38. 37. I don't think you got it, son. 24. And go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To the air yet again. Watson flushed out right. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson looks to throw again. He finds Hopkins complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Watson. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And the Texans first down.
Every set. 19.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On on second down, Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Where's the tap? 18. You ain't going nowhere.
Watson forced out to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Texans 37, Lions 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You don't want none.
To throw again, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 25. Check 25. Right, 70.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stafford, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Watch out, watch out. Hands. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
They snap it to Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Now Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
In this Madden game.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. To throw is Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I don't know nothing you saying, nigga. I can hear you talking. I just can't understand what you're saying.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Right to the shit over with.
Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
I mean, they saying it's supposed to really be over in the summertime when it's consistent heat, drilling that bitch down.
Work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered.
Well, hopefully, by the time all this shit happening, this shit goes away, and then they got a motherfucking vaccine or cure, whatever the fuck you want to call it for that shit.
The rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Huh?
They go to Johnson again. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Hold on, I probably gotta go up front because I can't see it outside my window. Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna go in my room and look at it. Oh, it's a blood moon.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt.
That ain't nothing but called a blood moon.
They were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun.
Oh, because of the Earth. The Earth is revolving closer to it.
Ways to click. And you know people who love this game.
I'm mad I ain't see that motherfucking big ass meteorite that's supposed to pass by Earth.
So for the Texans, they just keep on rolling.
It happened like a couple weeks ago. There was a meteor that was just as big as the moon, that was passing by Earth, you could see it. You could see it close. It was going to pass by in between the Earth and the Moon, and you could see it. You could see how close it was. It was supposed to happen at 8 o'clock. It was like a couple weeks ago. I'm mad I missed it. Shit, I'm gonna go see what this moon look like though. Hold on.
Just don't go right.
Mother feel one piece of warm weather and motherfucking want to keep turning the air on. Like, god damn. Niggas still acting like it's spring, it ain't summer. Like, come the fuck on. Nigga, she got the window open, fan on, and air on. Like, yo, it ain't that much heat in this motherfucker. Right. You gotta sit there and hold your shit and gather up heat. Motherfuckers wanna be colder. Fuck, you ain't even, I know you're not this hot. Hot as shit, it's cold as shit in this house. And then on top of it, yeah, that shit is a little close. Closer than usual. Trinity, I'm not going through this tonight. Sit your ass down. I'm trying to tell you. Little ass ready to get it.